My name is Peter Solvang. I am from DP Marine Insurance Norway, located in, or headquarters in Bergen, Norway.
Okay. So if you can briefly describe what a remote DP test actually involves for the audience, please.
Yes, the actual tests are the same, whether they're done remotely or they're done attended. The trial is identical. The difference is that for remote trials, the crew have to prove what happened during the test, whereas for attended trials, the third party will just write down what he sees.
So 7 years of these, what are the key benefits and what are the aspects you think vessel owners get from them?
For the vessel owner, there's a number of good things. One, of course, is cost, because it's a fixed fee. They can budget. They know exactly what it's going to cost them. There's no travel costs, there's no visa costs, there's no whatever. So there's a cost benefit for the owners. The other one is, which came out very, very quickly, was crew competence. When the crew have to do it themselves, they are very inquisitive. They want to know why they're doing it, how to do it. Not only because it's written down on the test sheet, this is what to expect. And quite often they do come back and say, these expected results are wrong. This is how this boat works. And they've done attended trials for a number of years to this point. So it is proven that the crew find out more about their own ship than they knew before.
You brought up some type of case study where the crew found a Category A fault. Would you elaborate a little bit more on what happened and what the consequences were?
It actually wasn't a case study. What it was raised as somebody who does not agree or does not like remote testing brought up this scenario as a reason not to do remote testing. So I didn't say it was a Category A finding. This is what came from the industry as a reason for not doing remotes. Mm-hmm. And the answer is, as we discussed during the presentation, the ASOC will tell them what they have to do for each particular failure. So it's not a question of assigning a Category A or Category B or Category C. It's a question of, they've got a problem. And the assertion was they would not report it. Whereas that's not the case. They will always report it.
So the case is that these faults are being found more frequently than would otherwise be, which improves the safety of the vessel.
It's early warning. As we said during the presentation, if they hadn't run that test, would they have known there's a problem? Would they have gone back under that crane and continued working? The ship still has that problem. The only difference is the crew don't know about it. Whereas by running that test, they did know about it. And they can possibly prevent an incident, accident, whatever.
As we come out of COVID pandemic worldwide, are you seeing return to attended tests, or are remote tests still very much in demand?
Remote trials have been in demand all the way through. What we found during the pandemic was a lot of people who initially had said remote testing is no good, suddenly jumped on the bandwagon for 2-3 years, whatever, which wasn't a good thing. But what we're finding is we're still doing remote trials. There are some ship owners who had the whole fleet on remotes. They still have. But yes, because of the charterers maybe not accepting remote trials, we're doing more attended trials now because the people that switched to remotes during the pandemic are now switching back. And that's fine.